Hey everybody, welcome back to Workers and Resources. We're taking a look at Cernakova here, and I'm actually going to just pan over here. I haven't done a whole lot in between videos. It's still winter. It's at near the middle of February, and what we're really working on right now is we're gonna start making the roads. All right, so just kind of picking up where we left off, pretty much. The reason why I started looking at Cernakova though is because I've been thinking about ways we could get more workers before we actually get more citizens, more population. And I have been underutilizing prison labor. So if I take a look at my unemployment rate and I hover over it, you see we have 129 prisoners not working. So 62% of our prisoner population doesn't have a job. We're going to change that today. 64% now. We're going to change that today. We're going to do that by adding a whole lot more buses. Prison buses, that is. Now, we have a need for more coal because we're processing it with 2 processing units now, and so we're probably going to have a problem keeping this thing up and running. So now our bottleneck is the coal mine, and only 19 workers is a bad thing. So we want to do something more about this. So we're going to add some additional prison buses to the coal route, but I'm also going to be adding additional prison buses to new routes as well. So let me just add a couple more prison buses to the coal route. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to go in and we're going to buy some more prison buses, and we're going to get those added to a new route. Now this route is going to take prisoners from this prison, so we're not utilizing them yet. And we're going to start using this highway for what it was intended for, and that is quickly getting people long distances. So we're going to actually bring people into the refinery instead. Okay? So that's where this is going to go. And we're going to have these prison buses start bringing people over to the refinery. Now, I would love to bring people to a different building to work. I want them to go to the rail construction office. I think going to the rail construction office would be awesome. But unfortunately, the rail construction office is not a valid workplace for prisoners. So that just can't happen. I'm hoping though, if I bring a few of them into like the fabric factory or something like that, and get like all these different places working with prisoners, it will free up the employment that the workers that are coming this way will be freed up to go other places, which I think is going to be a really helpful thing. We also have some houses here that are getting close to built, and I'm actually going to go in and make these say get citizens, and we're going to fill these up with citizens. So I'm going to allow citizens to move into these buildings. As far as our population goes, we do have 100 people who are 21 without a flat. So they'll move in here too. But if I get citizens really quick, then I just get an instant boost to my workforce, which I'm a big fan of. And that is also going to get them down into the train station down here as well for my buses to pick up. Because a lot of my buses pick them up directly at the train station, which is pretty useful that way too. Okay, so more prison buses are coming in. There we go. And I want to add them to the route with... There we go, 13 prisoners in here. I want to get them added to the route with the... Here, let's just get this thing moving. Dude, they're going to go get fuel first. That's just what they always do. There we go. And this one here, let's go ahead and get you launched. Yep. And then this one here, we want you to have the same route as the refinery. Here we go. And launch. And then this one, also, I think the same route as the refinery, and we'll get you launching as well. So now these prison buses should be going to the refinery, and I'm going to buy a few more because I'm pretty sure we're going to use them. So we're just going to buy, a few more of these prison buses, and we'll kind of balance them out. I'd like to get more prisoners working. If I hover over top of my unemployment rate, I want to see prisoners not working down like under 10, right? I want to keep that down as low as I can. More roads being built here, more roads being built over here. They're starting to lay that stuff in. We're getting helicopters involved, and I have a good surplus of oil that's been banked up because of lack of labor. The pump jacks don't require workers, so if my workers are bad, then my oil builds up. All right, what's going on with the trains here? So you're waiting too long. Track builder here, but you're waiting as well for a track builder that's underneath. Is inside the... All right, you know what? It's probably track builders on this intersection, and it is. Okay. Here's what I need to do to help out a little bit here. It's not going to make a huge difference, but at least they'll get things out of the stations and stuff and allow the trains that aren't using this path to go the other direction. I'm going to take signals and kind of just spread these out a little bit There we go. And then that should allow trains to proceed through. They'll get stuck on the straightaway here, but at least they won't get stuck in places that are of consequence to other routes that have nothing to do with this. And a lot of these are stuck as track builders and stuff as well. So this is why I want the track builders to be built, because I've got an intersection, a junction here, and this is always part of the plan. We're going to have a rail that goes this direction, right? And then another one on this side that goes this way too, that's separate from the food train. And then that will merge into a 4-way intersection that'll happen right here. And then from this side, it'll, be traffic from that way. Can go any direction it wants. And then from this side, it'll be the nuclear train, because we have nuclear here. That will be there. And then this train, these set of tracks here comes all the way down and eventually meets up with this track, which then, has the little, passengers and cargo sort of split here on each side. So that stuff is going to happen a lot later, but it's something that I have planned for now. I need to get more people working in the track builders, though, so that this can go quicker. So I think temporarily what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the bus stop to be dedicated to the track builders. So working anywhere else is going to be from the cable cars instead. And we'll get more people working in track builders because of that. We got plenty of people working that. Again, all construction that's not pertaining to advancement, like enhancing new neighborhoods and getting more housing and stuff, all that is on standby. We're not doing any construction projects aside from that. One other thing we can do is we should plan for heat. So we don't have any heat for these 3 orphanages. I need to make sure these trains aren't stopped for stupid reasons. These are all track builders heading from one direction. Ah, that feels bad. Yikes. Track builders are hitting me pretty hard here. How about I'm going to go ahead and just have you return home for now. Just so I can get these trains out of here. Please go. Just get out of here. Go, go, go. Because these builders are going to, do the thing that they're doing anyway. This guy's going to build the other side of this intersection. Indeed. You're going to build probably this direction. Yep. So you guys can start building a little bit faster now. We have more workers, so it should work. Anyway, so we have all these things here, but this is going to be an insufficient heat source, right? This one's already stressed, and I don't really believe this is the case. I'm not sure why this says so much. No one here dies from heat. Like, everyone here has a warm enough house in the winter time. Because there's another big heat exchanger here that's covering a lot of those places, and a big exchanger here that's covering everybody. And then there's another one down here that's helping that one. So we have a lot of heat exchangers, and we're going to have another one. We're going to have another one placed right here. And in fact, I think I'm going to move it a little bit closer. We're going to have another heat exchanger that's going to go right up against this. Like right there, I think. As soon as I can get it close enough to be green right there. Let's double check and make sure the dirt road will connect. And it will. Okay. So that's where I want the next heat exchanger to be. And that will cover a lot of homes as well as a lot of these things over here too. So to get heat to this location though, we either have to come from this one, which is really far away, or we need a new source. And I'm thinking we're going to do a new source because we're going to need a new source anyway to properly heat Charlemagne's North. So I was thinking with this rail, which I'm making an intersection down here now, and we're not doing electrified rail. I know I said that all the tracks I build from this point forward are going to be electrified, but this is an intersection. I don't want them to have to build this and then come back and stall the intersection even further to electrify it. So as long as we can get our fuel situation under control, which, I need more prisoners working to do that. Let's have you go and have bop, 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 bop. Go. Get my prisoners. Put my prisoners in the refinery. So with these things going, I can actually have this guy coming in here too. This track builder can get his start too. With these guys moving through here, I can start to electrify this side just because they're going to get all the way through. And what I want to do is I want to get this track to go all the way over there. Okay. And so we're going to say that you are going to go this way. And then we're going to curve you. And it'll curve to where it's parallel to the other roads. About there. It's probably fine. Yeah, nice, easy curve right there. And then you're going to come over. And you're going to go about this way or so. That sounds pretty good. Yep. And then over here. And then what I want to do on this side is I want to have... Let's go like this. I want to have a heating plant here. Now, the heating plant that's here is responsible for Charlotte Woods North, right? And also over there. We could also get it to heat over in this area or this area if we start to have houses. It's because I may have a neighborhood here. I may decide to not do anything with these fields and instead just take off this rail and just have a drop-off point for more crops, because there's still a lot of crops over here, right? So I might decide to do that instead. We also have a reconstruction in progress over here at 57%. That's no good. We're going to want to get some people on this. And right now the helicopter office is on it, which is no good. So I'm going to have to get a different office on that just to make sure. I only really have one reconstruction office, a dedicated reconstruction office, but I can have these guys do reconstruction. And so I want to make sure that you guys are on that project, because you guys need to go over there and bring those materials over there. We have a lot of buildings getting done here, but it's not quite as far as I'd like. There are cars in the parking lots, though, which is kind of interesting. Nobody's living here yet, unless I missed a house. So they're driving over here so they can work in the clinic. Okay. Okay, that's fair, I guess. The clinic doesn't have any trash pickup. I did forget about trash pickup in this area. And that's a bit of a bummer, isn't it? Why don't we go ahead and do one of these instead? And this will hit the school as well, which is what it needs to do. And we'll go over, let's say here. We'll hit the school. Can I do it here? Let me do it on this side. I'd be really happy if I could do it on this side. Negative. Okay, it's gonna have to be on this side then. So we'll go right about here with it. And that's gonna be our new trash pickup place for this. And then we'll make sure that the rural office is on that. Okay. So coming through here, right? Rails are getting done and all that stuff is fine. What we want to do is we want to get a drop-off point so where we can bring more coal over here, right? Another heating plant for this area. We need coal brought here. So let's go in and get our train aggregate unloading. We're going to get the smaller station. I'm not entirely sure right where it should go, but give it a little bit of room from the intersection. So I think maybe right about here is probably appropriate. We'll flip this over so that the road is on the opposite side. And let's say right about... Yeah, look at that. That'll even directly connect, which is kind of interesting. How about we come over about here then? About there. That should be fine. And then we'll get a storage for this. And we'll see if we can get storage that is going to directly connect across the street. And it looks like we can. So right about there seems good. And you can see how much storage is here, right? We're looking at like 2,000 units of coal here. Actually, I think it's pretty good because it's going to be heating a lot of places. And if we ever have a coal shortage, we want to have a lot in reserves because trains can bring a lot at a time too. So I'm thinking this is probably a good spot for this. So we'll go ahead and drop that in. Apparently this isn't going to connect, so we'll just redo it. Oh, really? You were going to connect. What changed your mind? See, it's connected. It's still connected. It's still connected. But now it disconnects. That's a little weird. I don't like that. I wish this game would be consistent. If you're going to show me a connection, you should, let me have the connection. I don't really want it to be angled like that because I need the rail to come through there. How about right here? This should be fine. It's pretty straight on. There we go. All right, so from there, get our road coming straight through like this. All right, whatever. And then we got this road that just heads over here for now. And then all of this connects for the heating plant, okay? If we let this parking lot just exist, we will see, I think, that people from here will be able to walk to the heating plant from this parking lot. So I don't think I'll have to do much there. But if we do decide to have some houses in this area, they should also be able to walk to the heating plant, and that should be great. So we'll have to take a look at that later. So from this is an unloading, right? So what we want to do is get our train tracks, and we're just going to let that go straight on like this. And we want to make sure we're 155 away from the intersection. So let's make sure if our signal is here that we're at 150 or so. That's about there. That's pretty good. I like that. So now we're just going to go like this. And then from here, we'll have you go in like that. And that's how our train tracks will be laid in. Okay? Sweet. All right. So from there, this train will hopefully finish this track. Very good. All right. So let's head back over here just to check on the roads really quick. They've still got a lot of work to do on those, but they are, you know, we got asphalt coming through here, and we've actually used, hang on. This is the coal train, which I would like to get going. Gosh, the track builders are a real pain in the ass, aren't they? Can you just ignore? Tell me you can go around that guy. There you go. Just get right around him. Here you go. You too. I think I want you to ignore lights too. Go ahead and ignore the red signal. No, ignore the red. Just go. There we go. And now we can get the coal train through. It's not that cold anymore though. It's March now. It's probably fine. And the supply of coal over here is still pretty strong. So I think we're fine there. But this is how we're going to get coal into here. Okay. So once we get this built, then we'll have our logistics set up to bring coal over to this spot too, which would be great. Let's get you out of the way. All right, perfect. How's our prison population now? 78, 81. So we need even more prison buses. Yes, we do. Okay, I'm going to have this prison population. We're going to say that you guys are going from here, and then I'm going to have you come over and work there. And we're going to have now somebody is now going to be able to repair this train. All right, we're going to have some people over here at least that are able to do that. And we'll have, let's say, 2 prison buses on that route. And not a whole lot going on there. The next one, I'm gonna grab it from here, and I'm gonna have you come on over, and you're gonna work in that one. So just have you go like that, and then why don't we get another one from this one that can go over and work. Let's have you work in fabrics. I think fabrics is a really important one right now. We're probably getting low on clothes. So we'll have you do that. And then I'll get another bus to do that route as well. And then we want to get more prison buses. Yes, more prison buses. So let's get even more. And then we'll go ahead and let you go. Copy your route to any new prison buses that are coming in, which looks like it's coming down this way. And we'll get even more of you now going for the fabric, working in fabrics. Okay, so a lot more prison buses picking up people to go to work now, yeah? I think that is going to be a really big help for us. I know it says 112 still, but we got to let these guys get into circulation, and I think at that point it'll be fine. Looking at these guys, the right turn lane's doing what it's supposed to do, so that's nice. It's good to see that. Over here, these guys are stopping, but if you're turning right, you should be using that. Yeah, so far everybody that's turning right is. And then I think I'm mostly just standing around waiting at this point, unfortunately, because I just need things to build first before I can really get in there. A lot of this game at this stage, especially when you're trying to like stability test it and make sure that you're good. Here we got more people right there. All right, so children can't go to school because there's no school places to go. Okay, so no kindergarten and no school. That stuff's getting built right now. We're going to have that kick up into a high priority here. And let's make sure that everybody is working this. Helicopters, you're not getting involved, so let's get you involved if we can. So these buildings become really important. There's 185 days left in that one. This one still needs some prefabs. How are we doing on prefabs? We have a lot of prefabs. This is great. And prefabs over here, still rock solid. Like our supply lines for construction materials is really rock solid. What we really need, though, I think we need another construction office that's dedicated to reconstruction. I think that's something that I definitely need. Either that or I have to allow the building office to do it. And I was kind of trying not to do that. But you see, when these guys will come in and do reconstruction projects if something gets really bad. So plus 70%, they'll start working on it, right? But I prefer that they not do anything like that. I prefer that they not handle reconstruction projects if we can help it. To where this is the reconstruction office, and it starts kicking in and doing things at 50%. Speaking of which, I think we're about to see the oil refinery shut down here, and I don't have nearly enough fuel to work that. So I think I'm going to change the reconstruction office to do machines at 60. Let's do machines at 60%. Yeah, we'll keep that where it was. That way this thing doesn't shut down at 50. I have a little bit more time to catch up on that because I still have to get through all this oil. And the trains are going to be waiting a long time because track builders. It's always track builders like this. Yep. Same thing with you. Let's get you to go and do the thing too. There we go. And everybody is happy, right? Everybody's doing their thing. Except you. You are going to be running into the other builder and probably despawning because that's just how you roll. Yep. Well, could have saw that coming. Probably should leave you alone then, shouldn't I? Just leave you out of the intersection. Somebody's got to be coming over here to do this one, but it's just going to take a while. Let's see. So nobody's working in this clothing factory because it's shut down completely. And then this one here is at 38%. I need to turn this one back on. So let me go 50 workers here. And then we're going to take this one. I just need to have the maximum number of people working in fabric. I need that to be a thing. So 4 people is not nearly enough. I need a lot more people working in fabric. So prison buses. Let's get the prison buses on this. If I can find a prison bus that's going to fabric. Are you? You are. Okay, so let's get the fabric route. And what I want to do is let's do this. And hit go. And then you are going to switch up. I'm going to have you bring it from this prison instead. And then you're going to go from there. So we'll bring those from the different prison instead. And then I want to get even more prison buses. Let's just keep going. Prison buses. Prison bus. And then we'll have this guy's route applied to one more bus. Right there. And then you can just start your route since you're already on your way. You're going to pass right by that prison anyway. Here you go. Do another one right here. All right, good. All right, so we're going to be leveraging prison labor a lot more. Now we're down to 42, 43. That looks fantastic. I like that. Get these prisoners to work instead of sitting around doing nothing. Time to get yourself reformed. So if we can get people working here, which so far I'm not seeing anyone. Didn't I just send people here? I know I sent prisoners here, didn't I? I'm certain I did. How many prison buses did I send here? Just the 2? I should probably space the line out. All these lines should really be spaced out. All the prison lines need to be spaced out. So I probably should go back and do that if I can. Although I'm not sure it matters as much. I mean, other than the, like, congesting, you know, the drop-off points. But other than that, I don't think it matters much. So let me see. So here, yeah, look at how many people are bringing it to coal, right? That's a lot. Let's go ahead and grab you. Where are you going? Oil refinery? Wow, that's a lot. Let's space those guys out too. Now, I am, of course, worried about spacing out because it means they might travel slower. So maybe it doesn't matter if we do that. So let's just see what you're traveling. You're traveling at 81. I think it's probably still calculating. No, this is a different route. This is fabric. Okay, we're gonna go like that with fabric then. I want to see whether or not any of these buses don't go maximum speed. Oil refinery here. You're going 81. That's pretty good. 81, 82. Yeah, line spacing enabled. Good. So they should be... Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, okay, tell you what, we're not going to do line spacing. I really don't want you guys traveling 30 miles an hour because of that, so we're not going to do any line spacing, actually. Let's skip that. With the lines that have only 2 buses, that's fine. But if you have like 7 or 8 buses on there, then there's no reason to space you out. Okay, 5 workers here out of a maximum 30. That is enough to at least get started working on the train. So we're going to let this train do its thing. And to do that, we're going to want to go in. We're going to get rid of these signals. And that should prompt this train to make its way in here to get repaired. There's another thing I'd like to do here, though, and that is to buy another train. Because while there's a train being repaired, I can't have my food system shut down, right? I need to make sure, even if a train wants to repair itself, that it doesn't end up costing me, you know, all the food and everything. This guy just skipped right past that stops because it's going to go get repaired. So I need to make sure that that doesn't happen. So to do that, I'm going to look at this engine. And this current engine here, it just says locomotive class 150, but I can see the picture, right? And what I'd like to do is see if I can't get another electric locomotive that kind of matches this. If I scroll down, I have this guy already. This is a longer train. It's already at 88% wear and tear too, because it's been sitting in here for 26 years. No, I'm pretty sure I bought this used. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I bought this used with the intention of scrapping it. It's just been a long time, so I don't remember things. Okay, so what we want to do... God, bitumen is 7,000 per ton now. What I want to do is purchase... If I can get a used one, great, but probably not. Hey, train set. Ooh, 24 years old. Not bad. It's passengers, right? We can fix that up. I'm going to buy it. I say we can fix that up. So we're going to do it. Can I get a metro train? If it's really damaged, then it'll be worth it. It's not bad, but it's not that worth it. 96 tons for 76,000 isn't great. We can do better than that. And track builders. We can definitely do better than that too. So never mind on that. Let's go ahead and get our electric locomotive. And they're both pretty old. I like how this one goes really fast, but it's still used. So let's go ahead and grab a new one, I guess. Electric locomotive. I think this is the one that we're currently using for our... maybe it's this one. Which one are you? Maximum speed is 140. So I suppose whatever one is going 140, which none of them do. So I don't really know which model this is. The engine power says 3019. So none of these match the description is what I'm going for here. So I guess we could just take one of these like twin locomotive things. That goes 100 though. I would really like to maintain a good speed here. So I guess I'm going to go for this one. It's 160 kilometers. I think that's going to be the one I want to go with here. So, and it's kind of green too. So we're going to buy this train. And then we need to buy also a whole bunch of box cars. So we need cargo wagons, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 8 of them. I'm going to double check here really quick. But first, before I do, let's have my train right here. Let's have you go over and get, just pick up anything. Just pick up all things. Load, new vehicles, used vehicles, I don't care. You can pick up electric locomotives and also cargo wagons. All right. And then I want you to deliver, not cargo wagons, not all types of cargo wagons. All right. I'd like you to grab specific cargo wagons. I don't know how do I, yeah, box cars. Here we go. Boxcar 11 280s and electric locomotives, and I'd like you to take those over. Not used ones though. Everything we have that we want you to grab is on the new list. So new electric locomotives and the boxcars, and I want you to bring them to this station over here, which is where everything needs to be deposited. All right, there you go. So that train is going to help us out by doing that for me. But I need to figure out how many boxcars I needed. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm buying 8. There's an extra one there. That's 9. I need to buy one more. So we'll just come over and we'll say cargo wagon, boxcar there. Now this train should bring everything I need over here so that I have a replacement train for my food setup. And this guy just left again. And he's at 75% wear and tear. What are you guys doing? What is this? Huh? Why are you stopped? I don't understand. Feels like, get in there. Why are you stopped? Main distribution, nothing. I know, you're doing nothing. You're doing absolutely freaking nothing. Why are you stopped here? Just enter the station. Okay, I'll control H you. I have no idea what that's about. Again, you're not entering. Why? What's going on here? Why would you sit outside it? I don't understand this. Why do I have to control H all these trucks to get it to enter this? Huh? This doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't have to control H these trucks to get them to enter the station. The road's not dead. That's bizarre. That's really bizarre. I have no idea what that's all about. And now I don't trust that these are going to actually leave. I'm going to have to give it a new target just to see if it's going to actually do anything. So I'm going to give you a new target. And I'm going to tell you to go and service this. So if I tell you to do that, are you going to spring to life here? Where'd it go? Right here. I don't understand. It's probably that probably has enough stuff already. I need a place that I know doesn't have enough stuff already. Pretty much everything's filled with electronics. I have been buying electronics again, by the way. That's my money's bad. Right here, this shopping center. Go service this. You should be springing to life here. What's going on? I am very confused. Did I just lose a distribution office? They have stuff on them too. This guy's got crops in his inventory, which makes no sense. I don't know. It's not like they're broke down or anything. I might have just lost a distribution office. They're not springing to life despite the fact that this location... I guess there's trucks on the way, but I have to keep an eye on that. I've never seen that before. I've never seen vehicles refuse to enter their distribution office before and tie up traffic on the road at the same time. That's a very strange thing to have happen. Yeah, I don't know. School's up. Sewage tank is a problem. Yeah, sewage tank's always going to be a problem here. That sewage tank right there. It should be going. Yeah, this isn't done yet. Well, this needs to keep working on it. You got 22 work days left in there, 35 work days left on that, and then you are done. So let's make sure that we keep at that, okay, guys? And then there's schools right there. We want the loyalty to be up, let's say 52%. And then you guys should be able to reach anything you want to go to. Yeah, you can reach work. You can't reach the store. Oh, that's why this store exists. Yeah, that's why the shopping center here exists, because you can't reach that store. And then you guys will be able to reach it once you get the prefab panels delivered, which has taken a while. 35 work days, 22 work days. I do wish that people would just walk to these sites. They will walk to buildings. They just won't walk to like the underground pipes and stuff. They just don't do that. This is 108 prisoners not working. I have to believe that's just because people aren't really spaced out much. Right? Like 13 prisoners on that one, but this one's only got 4. And this one's got 0 because it's on its way back. 13 in that one. And this one's got 9. This one's got 0. Really? Go back home. I probably do need to space them out. I saw them traveling so slowly, and I didn't want them to travel 30 miles an hour. So that was just really, like, look at the slow right down. That's bad. It's terrible. And you might think, okay, well, use one of the end stations. You can't with prison buses. They don't use bus end stations. So I can't say, hey, go visit the end station. They don't do that. So that's the problem with line spacing in prison buses, is you can't use those. I'm not sure if there's another workaround for that, but for now, it just looks like using prison buses. Look at this thing. Traveling 30 miles a freaking hour. Don't use line spacing. And then watch it accelerate. But I think I have too many of these trucks anyway, because I'm probably going to have to start buying fuel again. This thing's going to go down for maintenance on their machines any minute now. So you can't be delivered because track builders. So give me a second. Let's have you get through there. And we'll have you get through there too. Both of you guys can ignore the red lights, please. Hurry up. Get going where you need to go. That's going to create a problem. Well, whatever. Let's have you ignore the red light. Get you out of there. I'm going to have to do some train micromanagement here. I don't like it. I absolutely don't want to. But it's kind of needed. All right, so track builders have gotten this far. And this one here is a little trapped. We'll just go ahead and confirm that can go away. So we're getting ourselves out here towards where the heat's going to be. And I don't think there's going to be any more disruptions here on this. So what I'm going to do, just to make sure, is I'm going to add some mixed signals right here. And that should take care of all the disruptions that are on the normal trains while the track builders are over here taking care of this business. All right. Let's go over here, take a look. Looks like everything's delivered. Pretty sweet. So track builder appears to have stopped in here with 265 tons of crops, and it is at 28% wear and tear now. Very nice. We can get that back to work, or we can employ the new one. Now the new one appears to be longer than this one. This is a single engine train, and it's now leaving the station again. This is a single engine train, and then this one is a dual engine train, or whatever, a 2-engine train. We can get our box cars put back on it. This is the electric one, right? Yeah. So we want you to go back to here like that. There we go. Get that thing out of here. And so we're going to have you go just like this. There we go. All right. So this train will be ready to rock when we want it to be. So all the box cars are in, and it just needs a route. And the route we're going to give it is the same route that this train has. So we're going to come over and we're going to say, where is it? Right here. This train here, we're going to have you get the same route as this one. So now you have the same thing. So now what we'll want to see is if our track builder or if our food train gets bad again, then we can just immediately deploy this one and everything will just work. To get them to be really working well, now that we have two trains over here, we do want to start to get a second storage, especially since this one is currently in reconstruction, 8% done. We're going to want to get another storage put in over here, and then we can get the second set of tracks built, and then they essentially will just work together and do awesome things for us, which will be great. Zernovsky Flats is on fire. It's always a question mark whether we can put out a fire in Zernovsky, because I don't have enough people. I don't have enough people in Zernovsky to respond. So there's our fire truck. How many firefighters? We're at 4 right now. Very nice. Okay. So we do have some firefighters in here. 22. Hey, that's pretty sweet. All right, good. So what I want to see over here, just real quick, is can we get any of these done? Big garbage thing right there. It's got 10 days left in it. So that's pretty good. And we're working on the indoor pool, the cinema. This is going to be great. When this is all done, guys, like this whole area that I've got planned here before Charlie Benz North, we have to be stable in our current build. I have to have enough resources and have a constant flow of workers. I probably need like 32,000 people at minimum before everything is just really fluidly going really well here. And then I can focus on this, because I don't want to have a situation where everything's just falling apart all the time and I get distracted from the design on this. So I'm going to make sure everything is really secure. And that includes Zernovsky. And I need to get some more people living over here, and maybe some apartments over here with some parking lots and stuff could be a good thing. But once all this is built first, like we're really stretching thin now on the workers that we have available here. And you guys, you are doing the reconstruction, right? Yeah. We need to replace a few of these vehicles too. It is April, so I guess we could replace a few of you. Just go ahead and get you guys going, and over here, let's go ahead and get you guys replaced as well. And you're gonna break down right away. Of course you are. It's fine. You're getting replaced anyway. All right. Yeah. So I'm kind of just waiting around for things to get done at this point. These roads are pretty much done. The roundabout is not quite done, but it's getting there. They got the exit done for the. No, they don't have it done yet. They're working on the exit for the bus stop, and then the walking paths and stuff that are going to come through here as well. All these stuff need to get done. With this road completed, though, I can now go in and get this walking path connected. So I'll go ahead and do that. And we might as well get that put back. So let's go ahead and do that. And then let's get that marked in to do on that side. This whole thing here is getting closer. We just need the electrical components and everything. Nope, never mind. It just finished. Yep, just finished as I clicked it. Yep. 6 work days remaining on that walking path. And then all of this is done too, which is great. And then we can start seeing, hopefully get some work on the pedestrian overpass, which isn't really an overpass. It's just the stairs to go up the hill, which I think looks pretty sick. I'm going to like that look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. 843 days left on that orphanage too. God, you know, I feel like I should just make Orphanage City. You know, like maybe right over here in this area, we just do like a giant orphanage city where we put like 12 or 13, 15, whatever orphanage or orphanages. And then, you know, the local population that will be actually probably Orphanage City would probably have to be over here. We'll put them over near the near the heating plant. At least they won't get cold. And then all the population that's living over here in Charlemagne's North could just work there. But it's just they're taking so many workers. Like the orphans are taking so many workers. It sucks. I think it's probably time to start providing chemicals to the sewage treatment plant. Real quick check on the chemicals. Do we have many? 1.69. I don't know if that's because we just picked it up with a train or if this is an actual shortage of chemicals. We do have prison labor going to chemicals now, by the way. So this is 30. I'm going to change this up to 40 now because I have prison labor going into this building. And then I'm going to pop this up to, let's say, 20 to work here too. I really want to get more chemicals running. And if we can get more prison buses, I've assigned all the prison buses. So let me just get a few more prison buses. Still says 80, but I wish I could tell from which prison are they not working from. And you can see I'm not affecting the loyalty very well anymore over here because they're just getting so many of them. This prison's almost full at 168 prisoners. Yeah, I mean, these are really full prisons. Damn, we're going to need another prison. Really? I'm so sick of this orphanage crap. I am. I'm so sick of orphans, man. Orphans suck. I don't like them. I'm just saying, this is the worst. This is really the worst. I really didn't want to do another prison because I just don't have the population to dedicate to this. It's sucking down so many workers. But if I get another prison, I guess it's more prison labor. Where would I put them? So I can have like constant warders. I need constant warders for this. Not there. They have to be within walking distance. I really don't want to put them on top of the hill down here. I wonder. I had another plan for this area, but it would give me constant workers pretty consistently. Or maybe over here. I could put them over here too. Then where would they work? Prison buses would take them where? I have to go through the city to get to work. I wouldn't like that. If I put them over here, they would have really quick access to the highway and get them kind of anywhere. That might be a plan. We just need more housing over here then. God, I hate this so much. The orphans are just so powerful. They're too strong. They need to be nerfed. They really do. There's just too many of them. I could put it here. I could put the prison right here, and then we would have walking path to the prison, not from any existing house. So they'd still need brought in with a bus. Do they have access to the train station? I could drop them off at the train station. I think we could. We just have to do this. We need a walking path through here. If I was to go like this, like that, that would take care of it, right? If I can just, please let me connect that. That'll work. That will do. And then we just get this part here sorted out quickly, I guess. Quicker. I really don't want to put helicopters on a freaking walking path, but that would allow us to get people from this drop off. If we're dropping off workers here, they'd be able to get to the prison, but I need people to reliably reach the prison. So I would need workers here to do that. God, I just don't know. I don't want to put them in here. If I put them down here, would that work? You know, like how much walking distance is that? If I was to try, let's just see what this is hypothetically. If I'm gonna go with a walking path along the highway, which is terrible because I'm gonna have to other roads through here too. But let's just do it hypothetically. How far away, if you're walking this direction, let's say you go to there or something, right? If you're walking down the hill, which I would most certainly want to just do a tunnel straight so I don't have to go around this stuff, but we're doing this hypothetically, right? So I guess I have to go a little further than this. I don't think this is close enough. I think it has to be on the top of the hill. I'm not even going to hypotheticalize this. It's going to have to be on top of the hill to do anything with this. I'm pretty certain of it. Can I not do that? Oh, there's a truck in the way. Yeah. Get the truck out of here. Is this done? It is. Let's go ahead and put the road right there. And then we'll get this road put in, and this road connects up like that too. There we go. And then you should be able to go away. Prison, man. How about here? Does it fit here? I could do do a few small prisons, but I feel like it's still better to do the big one. It's not going to fit there. Damn. I don't want to do another prison. Now, it does fit here. That's an interesting place because then the prison buses could take them to the heater. Yeah? That wouldn't be half bad. We just have like two prison buses that just go back and forth to the heater right here, and then we wouldn't need to worry about this heat all the time. It's not the worst idea I've ever had, putting a prison here. I don't particularly like it because it just feels bad. But the thing is, I'd have to bring workers here anyway, right? Like, I'm talking about how I'm replacing the heat labor, but I have to bring 3 times that many people to this area anyway to work at the prison. So, God, man. How about here? This would be okay. I guess it'd be... we already talked about this, though. It's like, where are they going to work? They have to have a place to work, a solid place to work. If I put it down here, which will fit because I just have to just move this road a little bit. Yeah, if I put it here, then I have a constant labor force that can manage it. And I suppose I could have them work in... I don't know. I mean, I don't think they can work at the sewage treatment plant. They'd have to get on the freeway and be taken all the way over here, which is kind of far, but it's possible. I'm gonna have to think about this on where that extra prison's going. I didn't want to build another one, but it looks to me like we're just doing really well on catching criminals now. We're finally starting to catch up, and that means we're able to handle more trials, and that therefore we're able to convict more. Right? I don't know if that's really the case, or if it's just an influx in crime. Like, even more crime is happening now. Look how many cases this courthouse is dealing with. And then if I go over to this one here, like, this is not over. This is absolutely not ending. Goddamn orphans. 0.28%. It's so busted, man. God damn. The education's not helping either, right? With having our workforce 41% with higher education, right? That's not helping either. We need to do better on higher education. And I've got this maxed out, but we don't have all the students in the auditorium. So we need more students. And I think actually what we could do here is lower the government loyalty requirement for students. That would help. If I bring it down to 47%, right? I bet that would probably help. Because I want to fill these auditoriums, right? So how about this one over here? We're already filling this one. We need to probably raise the requirement over here. Plus the garbage is overflowing over here. Really? You don't have access to this garbage? What? Hang on, is it? No, you don't. That's too far away. I thought you would, but that is too far away. You can get to this door, but you can't get to this door. Okay. We can get this sewage tank started. And, I guess we can put another garbage in here. Right here. That would, you know, be for this building too. We have one already being managed over there, but that's a different thing. So I guess I could do this. I didn't think that was going to be necessary, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll do something like that. I don't think that's going to be necessary. We can, it doesn't need to be quite so long. Just that little thing right there is fine. And then we'll just get labor on it. Yep. I guess. It feels bad, but I mean, what am I going to do about this prison? If I could get away with having houses here and a prison right here, I'd be fine with it. Or a prison across the road would be all right. If a prison fits here, I'm going to have houses here. They could walk to this. That would be okay. Because then they're right on the highway. They come off the highway and they just go to where I need them to work. And that's actually fine. So if it fits here. Oh my gosh. It's so tight. Oh, I saw it flicker green. That's a good sign. If it fits here, then we should put it here, you know? I wanted a wind farm here, but I can probably still make that happen. Yeah, so something like this. But I want to flip it over so that the walking paths are nearby. And then I have to figure out exactly where those walking paths are going to be for my people walking across. Because that's a lot. So I could probably do like an overpass situation here. I'd be all right with that. Just the way it looks, right? An overpass would look better. Yeah, we could do that. So how about like something like this right here? We'll put that there. There's electricity access there, but no heat. At least not yet. I'm not sure that would provide heat for it. Let me... Whoops. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to delete this, but all right, fine. It's heat exchanger. So that is out of reach of that building. So I need this to actually scoot back now. So I need you to, instead of being right up here where you were, you now need to scoot back a little bit. Oh, I don't want that to happen. I can't, like, this is like a cake and eat it too thing, isn't it? Like, I'm just going to be really picky and want everything to happen for me. Why? Oh, you're still there. There we go. Just like that. Double checking, make sure the road. Hello. Thank you. Yep, just like that. And then we'll go ahead and have that built. I'm going to commit to that placement. We're just going to have to move the prison, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. And then we'll fix the track after this. So take the prison and we'll make sure that wherever we put it, it's got that heat marker right there. So we can maybe flip it over like this. That'd be okay. We flip it over right here. Okay. And then the road goes up that way and heads that direction. I don't think there's going to be a need for people in this particular prison to go that way. But I could also... Oh, there's access to that heater right there too. Well, that'll take care of it for me. Yeah. I'm all right with that. All right. So we'll try that instead. So let's see if we can get this to be green. There we go. And in that heater. Good. Everything looks out pretty good right there. I like that. So we'll go there. And then that's going to allow me to get this connected to this highway instead, so that they can hit the roundabout and go wherever they want. Beautiful. So real quick. God damn. This game, man. It's just, there's always something. This is one of those games where there's always something going on. There's always something to do. It never ends. And it's not like you're not annoyed by it never ending. it's like it's fun at the same time. It really somehow finds a way to be fun while also never ending. I love it. All right, we're just gonna have those 2 roads put in so that we can have that happen. And then this road real quick, it's a maintenance road, but it's gonna end up connecting here anyway. At the moment, since the maintenance road is kind of disconnected, I need to be able to have it for fire coverage purposes, I think. No, we have it all this done. Yeah, we built all these, so we don't actually need this road anymore. This road is a waste. We can get rid of it now. Cool. Helicopters. Build me a prison, please. Go ahead. You have my permission to build me a prison. Just get yourself refueled and go. Go build a prison. Unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. Still 90 prisoners not working with all of these prison buses. That's pretty crazy. Let's have more prison buses going to the refinery. Let's do a different location. I think we have enough prison buses going to that refinery now. Let's go to a different place. How about we go to how about like auto repair places seem like a good idea, you know? How about that one? I can have you go to that one. And we will say that whichever one is leaving here, that's the one. Yep. Okay, so you are gonna go. No, it's you. Yep. So we'll take. Yeah, that one can go there. That's fine. And then on this side of things, we'll say that you're gonna grab prisoners from here and take them to. Drop them in food. Reinforce the food. That's fine. We'll just like basically have these buses traveling all over the place that are not synchronized or matched up at all, because we're not doing line spacing anyway. So whatever, right? So we have 3 more prison buses that have no route right now, and we're missing fabric. So I mean that tells me what I want to do here. How many people are working in fabric right now? 30, and most of them are prisoners. Okay. If there's a prison bus that's the clothing factory one. I do have one going to the clothing factory. We'll do a second one that goes to the clothing factory, and then we'll send the rest of these other 2, we'll send those to fabric. If I can find one that's going to fabric. You are the clothing factory, you are fabric. You are clothing factory, you are fabric. Okay, so you are fabric, and you're going 1, 2, and we will just take prisoners. You know what? I'm actually gonna mulligan that. I'm gonna have you go to this one and then take these guys to fabric instead. There you go. Just take prisoners all over the place, and the places we need to reinforce labor, we'll just do that. All right, we'll just make it so. You can ignore the red light, so you're not sitting in the intersection. You're completely lost. Get rid of you, and all of you are just, working your way very, very slowly and totally inefficiently to the scrapyard. I do appreciate you taking this dirt road though, so you're not tying up the traffic in the other places. I think that's awful courteous of you. Thanks for that. So we're gonna get a prison here. The thing is though, like there's still no way to get workers here without just a direct bus route that just takes them directly here to work, and that's no good. We have to have labor like really close by. So I might actually have to put this neighborhood on hold and get some of the houses that I was going to put in. I might have to do those here instead. This road is done, so we want this to be a one-way. And this goes all the way around like this, so I don't mess it up. All the way around like so. And this is a one-way. Takes people all the way down to there. Yep. And then this is a one-way. Brings people up this way. There you go. And then you go like that. And then you kind of just go wherever you want from here, I guess. I don't know if there's really a reason to do this per se, but I feel like if I was to, I don't know, make like an extra route that would allow people to just bypass that and then just go that way. So if they wanted to go that way, they could. I don't know if there's a meaning or a reason for that, but I could just do that. And then that way you only end up in this area if you're going to cross into there instead of having to like have everybody go that way. It's a little weird. I admit it's probably not necessary to do that. I would like to do it the other way though, because it would look better. Like I kind of want it to just flow more fluidly, but because of the way the road nodes are, it's not going to let me do it. Unless I go out this far. Then I don't get the... Yeah, it's not really worth it, I guess. Just let them do whatever they're going to do. If I had to go back over and do it again, probably put a roundabout here, but... Look at all these people just walking over here to work on the construction site. Jeez. School over there. Let's put a pause on the headquarters, and we need to focus on getting people. So we could put people along the highway down here on the low ground. And if we did that, they would have access to the shopping center really fast, really easily. I don't know if they'd have access to much else, but they would have access to the food at least. And then maybe some parking lots down here they could drive themselves around. I don't really like the idea of having people directly off the highway though. This is supposed to be like a means to get to a road where it has your location to turn to, as opposed to having your location be directly off the highway. So I don't know about that. But I got some things to think about now with this extra prison going in, and I don't want it. I just don't. I feel like it's not good to have 3 prisons with 27,000 people. I just think it's a complete waste. But because this game wants to give me like 5,000 orphans right now, like how many orphans are there? Can I see that in my population statistics? Am I able to see how many orphans there are? I don't think so. It doesn't show me. You have good growth, but I don't think there's a way to see the demographics like that. Education, yes, but average age is 30. We have 824 unemployed workers. That's suspicious. Due to no workplace, 755 people. I have to look at that too. There's a lot of stuff to look at is what I'm saying, but it's coming along, all right? I just have to address some things, you know, as we expand more and more, all right? We're going to build another prison, and then I'm going to put a wind farm right here along this area here, I think. Unless I put houses, which could also happen. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.